Good morning. And my friend, my good friend, is now the lead singer of Smash Mouth. How great
Oh
is
my
that?
God! What are the
Wow. That's
chances?
so cool.
That's what we chose for you. I talk to us. Talk to us about America. About you. You have the same grin on your face that I've had on for all weekend. But
I'm so proud of us.
yeah.
I'm just like a proud mama. Uh, and I mean, Gen Z did it. They turned out,
Yep.
and the young Republicans did not.
Yeah.
Probably because they're embarrassed
Yeah,
to be.
Victor She keeps pointing that out. That's what it's young Republicans that pulled the numbers down when people were initially saying they didn't turn out. Young Democrats did.
Yeah, in huge like amounts. Just like I remember. Do you remember when after the 2016 election, Obama was on a podcast and he said, because they're like, you're the hope guy. Is there any hope left?
Right.
After Trump wins the election in 2016, and Obama said, look, there's a lot of young people who are going to be coming of age to vote, and they're going to wash over this country like a blue wave.
Yeah.
And he was 100% right, and that's what's kept my hope up and alive.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Yeah.
We have now killed it in the last three elections. Trumpism has lost, and it's going to be interesting to see whether he runs for president.
Yeah. Well, I've always said we're going to keep the Senate. I'm still bullish on saying we're going to that we are going to win the House. And I don't know. I mean, I get that it's a long shot, but I'm telling you, some of these races, AG, that flipped this weekend, I was saying, one of them was like it had a 2% chance. One, they said the Democrat had a 9% chance. I just think there is something happening here that is beyond. I mean, certainly all the pundits and pollsters were wrong, right?
Again, I think we can stop listening to Nate Silver.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I've long said we were going to narrowly hold the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
Our friend on Twitter, Christopher Boozy, has long said we were going to hold the House and the Senate. Michael Moore, who I don't generally listen to,
Right.
but who,
Yeah. Yeah. But was right about Trump in 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been very optimistic about this, and of course my predictions were more based on anecdotal evidence, whereas Chris Boozy was looking at hard data.
Yeah.
But I really felt like we had a shot to hold them both narrowly, and it looks like we were all right and they were all wrong, and that is a huge relief because it could have gone so many ways because the way the polls looked. I think they were gaslighting us. They were trying to make us. I think those polls were rigged. They were trying to keep us away from voting.
Well, and God bless a few people like Joy Reid who did pieces about the Republicans are flooding the zone with a lot of these junk polls based on very few, like very small sample sizes to skew the results to try to depress the Democratic vote. I just love that whatever they tried didn't work. And now they're screaming, let's vote, raise the voting age. Let's cancel mail-in voting. I mean, they're just frantic that they're losing this generational and demographic battle.
Yeah, well, it's no surprise. These kids that are coming of age and turning 18 to vote have grown up with active shooter drills in their schools.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
That's not the world they want. And the Republicans' message needs a serious overhaul, and it's funny because they're like, we need to overhaul our message, like kids shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah, and I said there for a long time there's going to be a pink tsunami. I mean, I watched Chris Christie mansplain to a panel full of women how nobody's going to care about Roe now. They're there now. No one is going to care about Roe. It's all about inflation, right? And I mean, like women, like we're going to forget something from a few months ago.
Well, honestly, I think that and I still believe Ginny Thomas leaked the Alito decision before it came out. I think what she was trying to do was trying to get it out there so that we would forget.
Yeah.
By election.
Like women are going to forget, right, we've had for 50 years. Right, we're just going to.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, the American electorate does sometimes have a short memory, but not about those things. But even if we did, I really honestly think that the conservatives thought that if the Roe decision came out in August or whenever, that it would be too close to an election and more people would remember. But we all remembered.
Yeah. Yeah. How much popcorn and which part of the big fight in the big bag of rats are you enjoying best? So Trump has already tweeted about Blake Masters losing, that he would like do the election over again. He said they stole this electron from Blake Masters.
Yeah.
He then turned on Mitch McConnell and Lisa Murkowski. Oh, and he threw in some racism again about Mitch McConnell's wife. So this is kind of delicious now, isn't it? That he's going to declare tomorrow, apparently, and nobody wants him to,
Right.
including all the Republicans.
Yeah, and I think the Trump-DeSantis fight could be the most interesting, because you remember when the FBI executed a search warrant on Mar-a-Lago because he stole documents of national security interest, they found a box of photos and information on Macron, the French president. I'm wondering if he doesn't have a bunch of dirt on DeSantis, because he's been saying, "Oh, I know more about him than his wife," and I'm like, "Ooh, what's?"
Well, and how about this thing he said? Oh, I sent in the DOJ and the FBI to fix the election for DeSantis, and who knows? He's such a liar, But either way, he's willing to burn the party to the ground, right?
Right, and whether that's a lie or not, it's definitely something that the Department of Justice should take a look at.
Right. Oh, here was the Mitch McConnell tweet. He blew the midterms. It's Mitch McConnell's fault, and everyone despises him and his otherwise lovely wife, Coco. Okay, that's the racist slur again. Okay, I just love that. I don't know what's going to happen to Herschel now. I don't know because they were saying he's going to ask Rick Ron. Mm-hmm. Why do I always say Rick?
I don't know
because I'm thinking D. Okay. But that he wants DeSantis to come and not Trump, and that'll make Trump flip out, and then Trump might go uninvited. So just fight, big bag of rats. You're all losers. I mean, that's what I was saying about the coverage. Everywhere DeSantis went, they lost those races too. They're both losers. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if Florida weren't so badly gerrymandered, we would have and held the House. So that all of that filters right back up to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Gutting voting rights and messing with allowing gerrymandering, and that's what we need to fix. It's going to be a long haul, though. It's going to take decades.
Yeah. Because we love you best. There's going to be very few episodes of What the Hell, Herschel, and we would like you to play with us now. Here he is.
Absolutely. I would love to. Okay. I would absolutely love to. And it's very important. I can't believe Kyle Griffin from MSNBC, who I consider a trusted news source, tweeted out, "Well, Georgia doesn't even matter now. We don't even need Georgia."
Oh, yeah, it does.
My God.
It does.
Yes, it does.
It means we can ignore Kirsten Sinema.
Yes, which is key in my world.
And it also is a 6-year seat, which means we don't have to worry about it in 2024. Right. And the 2024 Senate map doesn't look good for Dems.
Yeah, no, I know.
We need all the blue seats secured going into it that we can get. And we won't have to do a power sharing agreement with Mitch,
Yeah.
Where
we get judges through faster. Yeah. And now here is What the Hell, Herschel.
Okay. I love the United States of America. And if I do not win that seat, we may not recognize America as soon as they get back in control, because they seem not to like America. I want America to be great. I want every kid in America to have that America's dream. Well, I can tell you right now, if I don't win that seat, no other America will ever have that America dream again.
Wow.
That's
if he doesn't
fatalistic.
win, no kid will ever have the American dream
he's taking
ever?
his toys and going home.
Wow.
He'll make sure of it.
Wow.
Dang.
What the hell, Herschel?
American dream ends with him, I guess.
Yeah.
He thinks highly of himself.
Can I just say, maybe one of my favorite tableaus of this election season is Lindsey Graham literally weeping on Fox News. Remember that? We just keep putting Arms of the Angels behind him because he was crying. He wasn't he crying? He was crying.
Tears.
He's been so unfair, Herschel.
Like Herschel was shivering,
cold.
Yeah, tied up next to a chain link fence.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as Ted Cruz telling Herschel why he's so important and special.
Yes.
I mean, he basically said you was kind, you was important, you was special to him. That's what he was saying to Herschel.
Because the American dream dies with him. Okay, and alternatively, didn't Lindsay tell us if he wins, every young black child in America will become Republican automatically, Allison?
Oh, but if you look at the numbers, black
Not
voters
so much?
didn't choose Herschel. No.
Okay, let's take one quick one. Susan in Arizona. Hello, Susan.
Yes, this is the nervous wreck in Arizona waiting for the governor results.
Yeah.
Should be today. We might know more. 90,000 more will come out, but she's lost. Katie Hobbs has lost 10,000 yesterday,
Yeah.
so I'm just so nervous.
What is it? But what is the margin now? I just read it this morning. I thought
It's about 26,000, maybe a little
Okay.
bit more.
that
Yeah.
Katie Hobbs is ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still
Yeah,
ahead,
and-
but
But they're 90,000
So
out.
agonizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mathematically speaking,
All right. Thank you, Nervous.
Kerry Lake would have to run with 67 or 68% of the vote, and it looks like she's only getting about 54%
Right.
of those ballots. So I think we might get a call today when those 90,000
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
those 90,000 ballots come out.
Susan-
and if she only picks up another 4,000 and we get down to a 21,000 vote lead for Katie Hobbs, there's no way that that's surmountable, and I think they might call it.
Yeah. Well, there you are. A nervous cub reporter, Susan. Have you been calmed somewhat?
I'm a little calm. I think this is going to be half of what's left, or even more than half, so I can see that the averages going in our direction. But it's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's just so
Nerve-wracking.
unnerving
Yeah.
to wait and not know what our, we're celebrating everybody else. Mark Kelly, of course,
Sure.
Yeah.
and our Secretary of State Fontes.
Yes,
but
that's an
it's,
awesome
It's hard
win
to
for
get into
Dems.
it until we know who's going to lead this darn state.
Yep. Yep. It's gonna be Governor Katie Hobbs. You just
But
wait
the
there.
great thing
Yes.
about Fontes being there is that if any shenanigans, Kerry Lake shenanigans, will be stopped.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing, isn't it, Allison, for 2024, is that in the swing states, none of these election deniers got in, was either governor
Secretary of
or
State.
Secretary of State, yeah.
Yeah, and also we flipped a bunch of state houses
Right.
to make like super blue states, which is very important in case Moore v. Harper comes along,
Yeah.
and decides that state legislatures can pick their electors and not the voters.
Yeah. Now,
it's-
we would like you to play the game we started in hour one, and that is when when Kerry Lake loses later today, will the soft filter, it will dissolve on its own? Are you saying like Maleficent? Will she melt like a witch?
No,
or-
she'll melt like the Nazis at the end
Oh,
of
okay.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Yeah, that I like that.
Yeah.
I think that that's probably true. And I mean, you're right. She constantly looks like she's in a Summer's Eve ad. Knocking on the
I hope it's
doctor.
a Democrat that's running the camera, and he just wipes the Vaseline off the lens right before she goes. Ready, Carrie? In 3, 2.
I like the Summer's Eve ad because
Yeah, Summer's Eve ad. That's solid.
Thank
And
you.
not just soft focus. It's cameraman just does super hard focus. Just right, no filters, no nothing.
Bringing out every pore.
Yes.
Yes.
At this point, it's going to be more like when you didn't choose wisely at the end of The Last Crusade.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sorry,
Ooh,
Allison. I know
yeah.
you're a deep dive political show. We're just a shallow little Hollywood show up here.
Oh no! I
Yeah,
was
loss of the
thinking more like
governorship,
What happened to the red woman at the end of Game of Thrones?
Yes.
That too.
Yes. I mean, the loss of the
Takes off the
governorship.
necklace.
Yeah, but I mean, the loss of her soft filter. That's what we really can't
Carrie
wait for.
takes off the necklace.
She ages 150 years. I got that reference.
Death becomes her. Right? They come out with spray paint.
Yeah. Just Bondo held together with Bondo.
Oh, death becomes her. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, Lord. And Katie Hobbs said, "You should learn not to compete with me. I always win." Isn't that from that? I think so.
It
Now
is.
a warning.
Yeah.
You should learn not to compete with me. I always win. Ha!
There's a hole through her stomach. What? Okay, 21
Wow.
Dark.
Wow.
And Cicely Strong's Carrie Lake
Was great. Oh my
on
God.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.